Good afternoon. This is Dr. Anshu Sharma from Government College Chaksu, and today I shall be beginning with your Indian poets in English. And the first poet that we plan to take up is Kamla Das, who's also popularly known as Kamla Suraiya. She belongs to South India, and she was born on 31st March 1934, and she left this world on 31st of May 2009. Most of us know Kamla Das as a very controversial poet because she was at one point of time considered to be an icon of feminism, and she was also popularly known by her one time pen name Madhavi Kuti, and her married name was Kamla Das. As we all know, she wrote in Malayalam and also translated some of her works in English, but at the same time, she wrote in English as well. She wrote both short stories and poems, and one of her major books, which created a lot of controversy and a kind of upheaval in the literary world, that was her autobiography under the title of My Story. And it shot her to fame because, as I just said, because of its very controversial narrative. She was also a widely read columnist because she wrote for papers, various dailies, and certain well known magazines also. And she wrote on diverse topics, which included many things from women's issues to child care and also politics, among other things. Her treatment of female sexuality, which was a very open and honest account and was also free from any sense of guilt, infused her writing with power and marked her as an iconoclast of her generation. Now, this word iconoclast, I've used it quite often. It is usually, what does it mean? It means a person who, breaks the standing norms, whatever there is, like, for example, patriarchy is one known fact of our social setup. Now, if somebody who speaks about or speaks against patriarchy or in his or her works talks about it in a way that breaks away from the set norms, then we would say that that person is an iconoclast. Okay? Now, born in Kerala, she spent her childhood between Calcutta and Nalapet. That was her ancestral home. And like her mother, Balamani Amma, Kamla was also a very good, as far as her writing was concerned, she also excelled in writing. And her love of poetry began at a very early age, which was under the influence of her great uncle Nalapet, Narayan Menon. Now, he too was a very good poet, or you can say he was also a person of letters, and it was under his influence that she started writing poetry, and there was a very big influence. His influence was very marked upon her, and she was also, he too was a very prominent writer. Now, interestingly, at the age of 15, now at the present times maybe we would find it a little strange, but in the earlier times it was pretty common for girls to get married very early. So at the age of 15 she married a bank officer whose name was Madhav Das, and that is how she got her name Kamla Das. And she started writing and publishing both in English and in Malayalam. So that was the time that she, and you can see that was quite an early age that she started publishing her work as well. Then Calcutta in the 1960s was you can say it was a very tumultuous time for the arts. A lot of things were happening on the platform of art and literature, and Kamla Das was one of the many voices that came up and started appearing in cult anthologies along with a generation of other Indian English poets. Indian English poets, those poets who who were basically Indians, who belonged to India, Indian poets, but who were writing in English. Like, for example, Sarojini Naidu was another woman writer who was writing in English, and Michael Madhusudan Dutt, and so many more. Then English was the language that she chose for all 6 of her published poetry collections. Then she was also noted for many of her Malayalam short stories and for many poems that were written directly in English. As I have mentioned earlier, she was also a syndicated columnist. She once claimed that poetry does not sell in this country. In this country, that is India, unquote. But her forthright columns, which sounded off on everything from women's issues and child care to politics, were extremely popular. And she had, you can say, caught the fancy of the press, of the reading public, of the critics. And her first poetry book, the title of which was Summer in Calcutta, was a breath of fresh air, you can say, in the Indian English poetry. And chiefly, she wrote of love, its betrayal, and the consequent anguish. So, these were the basic concept, these are the basic ideas. Perhaps the reason was that she herself was, she had faced certain heartbreaks, or you can say she had faced certain negative things in her own personal life, and therefore the main topic of her work was usually love and its betrayal, and whatever happened after that when you are left alone, and the pain that you have to bear. That is what she used to mainly talk about in her works, in her poems. So I'll continue with the introduction. Please go through her poem, which I have already shared with you, and I'll tell you a bit more in the next video. Thank you. Take care.